If you've never been to the channel before, my name is Yadi Karina Jones, and I'm a real estate agent in North and South Carolina. I service people who are looking to move to the Charlotte metro area. This community that we're standing in front of is located in Steele Creek. It's about 25 to 30 minutes from Charlotte Douglas Airport and 30 to 35 minutes to uptown Charlotte. The homes in here range somewhere from the mid 500s to over 2.5 million. There's actually a few communities that have always been in that million stratosphere, but you do not have to be a multimillionaire to live here. And I'm gonna show you 3 properties today that are gonna fit the bill. One of them is gonna be in a community called the Lantern. The second one is gonna be in North Reach, which is technically not part of the Palisades, but it's still in the community. And the third is gonna be the gated community of Bear Creek. Now, if you're wondering what it is that makes this place so special, well, I'm gonna let you know that if you forgot to defrost your dinner for the night, you can just get up, get into your golf cart, and drive 5 minutes up to the country club, where there is dining and there is a Jack Nicklaus golf course there. There are walking trails here. There are so many amenities from pickleball, tennis courts, the pool, fitness centers, the equestrian center. There is so much to do here. It is truly resort style living at its best. And you know what? Like I said, you don't have to be a multimillionaire to live here. So let's tour these homes and see if any one of them is right for you. Today, it's all about the Palisades, and this right here is the Lanterns. This home is 2,753 square feet. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a 2-car garage. Now, it's priced at $615,000. So this is the least expensive home you're gonna see today, but it is really, really charming. And the best part about this house is that it's right across from the lake. When it's winter and those leaves fall, you can get direct access view to that beautiful Lake Wylie. Let's go in and see the rest of the home. So if I take my hat off as a realtor and put on my hat as an interior designer, this home has the bones of a luxury property. That is because the foyer usually leads you into an open concept area, and it's no different here. So this kitchen right here opens up completely to your breakfast area. And we even have a bar tucked in the back, as well as your living room and your formal dining room area. So you get all the components of a super large home, but in a much more cozy and charming package. So here you have your island. This one is a 2-seater, your gas range with your microwave above, and a completely white kitchen. So if you are the kind of person that really, really enjoys that clean, crisp look, this could be the home for you. Now, as we walk towards the back of the space, you're gonna get a closet back here, as well as a powder room. Now, let's take a look at this living room with a fireplace. I always think that any house that's $500,000 or over should have a fireplace. And this one has a corner fireplace with that beautiful black surrounds, making it feel really sleek and contemporary. You can see that the way that this home is designed, it is very youthful and modern looking. These blinds right here are all motorized, so all you have to do is touch your remote and all of the blinds go up simultaneously. The same thing happens in the dining room. This area right here, you can see it's completely open to the rest of the house, but it still feels like its own space. And these semi-arches here just give it that bit of character that it needs. So all of the bedrooms in this home are actually upstairs. So come upstairs and take a look at what this home has to offer. As you come up the stairs, you see that there is a very nicely appointed loft area. Now, to my left here is going to be your laundry room. And that is typical. Anytime you have a primary bedroom on the second level, you're also going to have that laundry there to make it really accessible for the homeowner. Now, this little nook right here, I actually really love this. It is being used as an office area right now, which is perfect because if you look across, that's going to be your lake view over there. And listen, all of us have those days where we're just exhausted and we just need to have something just draw us back. And that lake is the perfect thing to just soothe you and calm your nerves. Now, as we walk over here, you'll see that the banister is exposed, right? It is iron route. It's lovely, a beautiful detail that was added to this home. Now, this room right here, although it's not technically being utilized by the homeowner, it is the only room that has direct views to that lake. So if you were in this bedroom, could you imagine what it would be like to wake up in the morning to see that? Now, this could also be utilized as an office, especially if you have another person that is working out of the home. Over here, you have another secondary bedroom. This one is rather large because, as you can tell, this is a queen size bed and it's got 2 nightstands and it's got plenty of space for a bench or for a dresser, as well as its closet back here. Now, again, there's 4 bedrooms up here, so we've already seen 2 of them. And this one right here is going to be your 3rd secondary bedroom. This one is towards the back of the house, which means that you're going to have a lot of peace and quiet back here, but you're not going to get those lake views that you get in the front. So everyone might be fighting for that bedroom. But this one, again, queen size bed, plenty of space. And all of the rooms, other than the primary, of course, because that room is always going to get special treatment, this bathroom is going to service those 3 bedrooms, right? So now, the piece that you've been waiting for, let's take a look at the primary bedroom. Last but not least, we are in the primary bedroom. And one thing that I can say about the Palisades is that it always does it right. It makes this bedroom massive. So in all 3 homes, you're going to see that the primary bedroom is very large, giving you a ton of space for a king size bed, a California king, and whatever else you need to put in here. Also, I want to point out that this room is located in the back of the house, which means that it's going to be quiet, even though this particular home is situated across from the lake. So you're going to get very, very serene, not only views, but just the atmosphere is very prone to being peaceful and quiet. So of the 3 different price points, this is going to be your middle range, priced at $659,000. This home right here has 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths, a 2-car garage. It's a 1/4 of an acre, and it's 3,084 square feet. It was built in 2021, so it's pretty new. And it is the closest one to public access for Lake Wylie. So let's go inside and see what this home has to offer. So I have a little confession to make. This home built by Taylor Morrison isn't actually in the Palisades. So we are in the Palisades right now, but this home doesn't belong to the grouping that is considered the Palisades. Remember, the Palisades has 20 different communities, but this one right here has a special arrangement with the country club so that anybody that buys in this particular community called Northreach gets access to the country club, the fitness center, and the pool. They also get the ability to engage in the tennis courts and the pickleball courts. And let me tell you something, those instructors over there are amazing. So if you want to be in the Palisades, but not exactly be integrated in the Palisades, this is the home for you. Again, it's $659,000, and I'm going to take you on a tour of this entire home right now. This living room offers plenty of space for rest and relaxation. You have a gas fireplace here with a marble surround, and your guests can sit right at this breakfast table. I'm going to take you to the dining room in a moment. You have this wide open kitchen, so a huge open concept area, farmhouse sink, who wouldn't want one of those? And you do have quartz countertops in this particular home. Now, one thing that I love that's a little different from the other homes is that this kitchen is completely white. So if you like that light and airy look, this home would be perfect for you. Right in the front of the house, you'll find your formal dining room area. Now, one thing that I love about the Taylor Morrison way is that they like to use this picture frame molding as well as crown in these areas. There's also casing around the window, as you can see up here, which I love. They continue to add that detail to their homes to this day. This home was built in 2021. And what I do like about this room is that you don't have to use it as a dining room. You can actually convert this into an office or whatever works for your family. Now, here you have a butler's pantry. This person is much more of a coffee drinker. You'll see the next house, they love their liquor. One thing that's super cool about this floor plan is that there's a garage right behind me, which means that whoever gets to have this bedroom gets direct access to their bedroom and their full bathroom. So they don't even have to interact with the homeowner. So if you wanted to have a teenager or a mother-in-law or something like that, they're gonna feel like they have their own space even within the home. When the homeowner bought this home, it was an inventory home. So I love that Taylor Morrison added these exposed wood stairs. One of the things that you'll see in a lot of builders today is that they're doing carpet on the stairs, and that's something that's a little difficult to change after the fact. Right off the stairs, you have your loft, which is a great area to chill and relax with the family. Another thing that's really special about this loft is that it actually splits the bedroom into two parts. So you have all your secondary bedrooms on this side and your primary on this side. This is actually the only home you're going to see today that really feels like it has its own wing. So this home has 2 levels, and you're going to have 4 bedrooms on this particular level, plus that guest bedroom that we saw downstairs. We're starting with this bedroom here. 2 windows for that extra light right in front of the house. It gives you plenty of space for all your furniture. And then right next to it, you have a full bathroom. So this bathroom right here is going to service not only this bedroom, but whoever is hanging in the loft. Here you have your laundry area, plenty of space, plenty of storage in here. And down this hallway, you have 2 additional bedrooms and a bathroom. Now, one thing that's cool about these bedrooms is that they have a Jack and Jill bathroom, which means that both people can enter the bathroom from their room. Now, this bathroom right here has a double vanity, which means no fighting, right? I don't want my kids fighting. And then here you have another bedroom with plenty of light coming in and its own closet. This primary bedroom is very, very large. I could see a king size bed there with 2 nightstands and a chest of drawers over there. Or you could spin it around and put your bed here. It's totally up to you. Now let's look at the bathroom. Now you can see you have 2 closets again. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. And a beautiful bathroom, light in color, it feels airy. When you've had a hard day at work, you can just lounge in your bubble bath. Beautiful window, lots of light, and a double vanity. Now you also have your water closet here, which allows you to do your thing in private. Couldn't you just imagine yourself sipping on an Arnold Palmer here on this porch swing? This screened-in area is just perfect for days where you just want to come out and just relax. And this burn back here gives you a lot of privacy. Plus, the fenced-in yard is perfect if you have a dog like I did. So remember when I told you to stick around to the end so you could find out what almost $1 million gets you in the Palisades? Well, this is it. This home is priced at almost $1 million. It has 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. It has 3 levels, a 3-car garage, and it's built on a crawl space. It's about 1/3 of an acre. You're gonna love it. Let's go inside. Before we get into the details about the interior of the home, one of my favorite things about this property is that it is 4-size brick. This is a detail that you no longer see in production building. Now, here you have 4,200 square feet, 10-foot ceiling. This is a very large foyer. In fact, you could probably fit 2 tables in here and in your dining room. Let's take a tour of the bedroom downstairs. So this bedroom right here is an ensuite. It has a queen size bed, so you could probably get a king size bed in here if you only used 1 nightstand. You also have plenty of space to put a TV, a cabinet, and there's a walk-in closet as well. You have so much light coming from the exterior with these 3 windows, and you have your own bathroom there. So if your mother-in-law is coming to live with you, this is the perfect room. Let's take a look at that bathroom. One feature that your guests are gonna love in this area is that there is a powder room. There's a 2-piece powder room with a commode and a pedestal sink, which means that no one has to use your bathroom inside of the bedroom. So aside from the spectacular wallpaper that's in here, these arches, you'll see them throughout the home on this lower level. It is a detail that you very rarely see now in production builders. This is something you typically see more in a custom build. But what I do like about this right here is the picture frame molding that frames the room so that it doesn't make the wallpaper way too busy. This is a nice visual stopping point for the eye. I also love these coffered ceilings. Now they're not what you call your true coffered, but they were a trim detail that was added to this room. And if you notice, there's additional recessed lighting. So if you have Thanksgiving dinners or holiday dinners here, you have plenty of light. And that leads you right into this particular room right here, which functions as a butler's pantry. Apparently this homeowner likes to drink a lot because there's lots of liquor here. You can put all your wine glasses in here, and there's a ton of extra storage. This house is 4,200 square feet. You're not gonna have any problem putting your stuff away. So this kitchen right here is massive, and this island, let's talk about this island. It is almost 11 feet long. There is a 60/40 sink, which is perfect if you want to put some dishes here and, kind of rinse them so that you don't have to waste water while you're washing dishes. But of course you have a dishwasher here if that's not your thing. Now, this space right here is so open concept. I am directly looking at the TV. So if I'm cooking, washing dishes, I am in touch with all of my guests. This right here is a furniture hood, so that way it blends in with all of the cabinetry. It is a dark espresso with a nice light background. So you can actually mix it up and do gray with beige in here and it would look stunning. These floors here, which are all throughout the first floor, are engineered wood, which is very typical in the Palisades. That is a feature that people here absolutely love. You also have these double ovens here and a built-in microwave, so you don't have to give up the oven to get the microwave, which is typically what you see in today's type of build. So this pantry right here, the homeowner elected to have a glass front, which means you gotta keep it pretty tidy. One other thing that I love is that every single door on the first floor is 8 feet. It's a 10-foot ceiling with 8-foot doors. Now, let's check out this area over here, which is your breakfast area. So not only do you have a dining area, but you also have this breakfast area to have your coffee and to hang out with friends and family. This space is truly open concept. You can see from every single angle, you see your guests. Over here, you have a sliding door. It is a huge sliding door that leads to a deck that we'll visit later. But again, those 8-foot doors, absolutely gorgeous. This living room is massive and the arches appear again here. I don't think this video can do justice to just how big this living room is. This rug that you see on the floor is 9 by 13 and you have 4 windows that span the back of the house, so you get a ton of sun. You can see that coming in right now. So a lot of light. If you're the kind of person that needs a lot of light, you're definitely gonna get it in this home. This fireplace here, it has a marble surround. It is gas, and on top of that, the homeowner added a blower. So that means that on those cold nights, you can turn on that blower and you can get rid of that chill. For those of you that work from home, this office right here is perfect. Let me tell you that not only is it a large office with some nice windows on the side, but it leads right onto the screen patio. And you know those days when your boss is driving you nuts and those meetings just won't end and you've had enough of being in the office, you can come right out here and enjoy the fresh air, get a glass of wine. I mean, I won't tell anybody, it's wine o'clock somewhere. Before I take you on a tour of the second floor, let me just point out that these are exposed wood stairs all the way up. And you have your iron route spindles here and upstairs. Let's check that out. So you are seeing that a lot of production builders today are doing the half walls, but here you have totally exposed iron route spindles with this wood banister. So the iron spindles look pretty contemporary, but the wooden banister does give an element of classic. Remember, this home kind of marries the two, which is something that I really, really like, and it fits in line with what the Palisades kind of expects from its buyer, right? So here we have a loft space. It is big enough to put the kids here, right? Let's check out some of the secondary bedrooms. Room right here is perfect for any guest or for children. This one right here can be positioned either way. This allows you to put a couple other things in the room, but it's also easy to position it over there. Now you have a walk-in closet right here, and you have your own bathroom, right? This is a Jack and Jill bathroom. So it allows both of these bedrooms to utilize this bathroom. It has a double sink, so then that way no one's fighting in the morning. This room that is right off the stairs is another guest room. Now, if you have two people in the home that are working, this is a perfect place to put an office because it's actually very close to the primary bedroom. It does have a walk-in closet, and check this out, it is attached to a bathroom. Remember when I told you that every room in this house has a bathroom attached? This is your bathroom. You have a tub shower combination in here, a commode, and your vanity. And it's nice and bright and cheery in here. Now let's check out the primary bedroom. Let me tell you, this room right here is massive. You can fit a ton of your furniture in here. You have a king size bed. Again, these coffered ceilings that are pretty similar to the dining room downstairs. And you have all of these windows bringing in a ton of light. You also have extra additional lighting, which the homeowner put in. So sometimes you get these pre-wires right in the middle where you can put a chandelier. Here, you have the option of doing both. Now, down this hallway, you're gonna find not one, but two closets. So you definitely don't have to fight about where to put your clothes. Let's check out this bathroom. Oh, and before we go in there, this niche right here is perfect for anything, any figures or sculptures or pictures you need. This bathroom right here is enormous, right? You have your corner tub as well as your stand-up shower with a nice subway tile, which makes it feel very nice and contemporary. And for all of you who love to hang out in your own space, you have a water closet, right? They did not forget that feature. Now, if you aren't from the South or you don't live in the South yet, the water closet is something that is a staple here. Now, if you're like me and you're a movie buff, this room is going to be your favorite room. It is a theater room. That's why it is so dark here with this dark, moody color. You have your recliner chair so you can pop that popcorn and watch this massive TV. Now, the homeowner did add a brace in the back of that TV. So if you have a TV as big as that one, you're not gonna have any problems putting it up. During COVID, the homeowner said this was the room that maintained their sanity. And I could see why. Isn't this room so relaxing? So the Palisades actually boasts two sets of amenities. One is located right by the country club, and the second one is right here behind me. Only home number 1 and home number 3 qualify for these amenities that you see. We're talking an Olympic-sized pool with slides, a basketball court, a pickleball court, as well as a resident house, and best of all, the fitness center, which is underneath the resident house. This place is spectacular. Now that you've seen house number 1 for $615,000, house number 2 for $659,000, and house number 3 for $949,000, which one could you see yourself living in? Let me know. My name is Yadi Karina Jones. I'm a realtor with Lifestyle International Realty. I am here to service all of your real estate needs. If you're thinking about relocating or investing in the Charlotte area, give me a call at 917-696-9611. Can't wait to see you next time. Thanks for watching.